Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Ghostbusters Dana Barrett. I guess if you really count Mattel's release of Dana Barrett, this might only be the second time we've ever got Dana Barrett in figure form. Looking though at the figure, it clearly is leaps and bounds though better than the Mattel release. Dana Barrett comes with what appears to only be a pair of interchangeable hands and a display base. No, she doesn't come with, unfortunately, the diorama piece, as Spot picked this up in local retail, and retail releases of these figures don't come with the diorama piece. Spin around the back of the package, you've got an image of what the figure will look like. Read-up says professional cellist, because she does play the cello, so it would be cellist. Dana Barrett had just returned home from grocery shopping when she discovered her refrigerator contained a doorway to another dimension. And it said Zool. As it turned out, her entire building was the work of an architect, Ivo Shandor, and was designed to bring the end of the world. Before the Ghostbusters could act on this information, Dana was possessed by Zool, the gatekeeper, and with her neighbor, Louis Tully, summoned Gozer the Destructor to New York City. This 7-scale figure is based on the 1984 feature film Ghostbusters and features multiple points of articulation. It was also sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. To check out more from Ghostbusters, head over to www.ghostbusters.com. But to check out more from Diamond Select, head over to www.diamondselecttoys.com. You can also check out the other Ghostbusters properties or Ghostbuster merchandise that the company is making. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at the Diamond Select Ghostbusters Dana Barrett. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Spot's currently making use of the display stand that comes included with Dana Barrett. Unfortunately, just because of the way her feet are, she's got very small feet, that she doesn't seem to stand very well, at least not on a fabric backdrop. Let's just go ahead and take off the display stand. Now, retail releases of these figures are going to come with these stands. These, like the comic book store releases that are much bigger in packaging, they're going to come with the diorama pieces. So we will be looking at the retail releases versus the comic book store releases. She does also come with a series of hands, but she doesn't really have any accessories. So one kind of looks like she should be holding something, but ultimately it just looks like she's giving the thumbs up. The other one is more of a closed fist. I appreciate that they include extra pieces. I likely will just end up displaying her with the more open palms instead. All right, let's have a look at the figure. Now, I don't have Dana Barrett from the Mattel release. Truthfully, it was just such a bad figure that I didn't pick it up. I wanted to support the line. I mean, I was happy to see, like a Vince Clortho and a Dana Barrett and stuff like that, but ultimately the figures were just so disappointing. Dana Barrett, from what I can recall, was more staction than anything else. She was basically just lying out as the figure itself goes. This one is more a standing Dana Barrett. I like her dress. It's not sure if the lighting is picking this up or not, but like tilting the figure or moving the figure slightly, you can see that it's almost like a caramel or light caramel brown, maybe more closer to an orange. But just off the way the lighting is hitting it, it almost gives it like a slightly pinkish, almost purple coloring to it. I hope that the camera will pick that up. So I like that. The face actually isn't bad. I feel like the hair could be just a little bit lighter. But then again, when she is more possessed, if you will, I think her hair goes a little slightly darker, but in the beginning of the movie it tends to be more of a lighter reddish brown. They've given her more of a shading around the eyes. Doesn't bother me too much. But I would really like, surprisingly enough, to see a Dana Barrett release where she's just in her casual outfit, like just a casual clothes. I think likeness-wise, it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. The hair definitely is very Sigourney Weaver. That big curly mop of a hairstyle that she's got in the movie. As a contrast or a comparison, I mean, obviously we would want to bring him in as well. There's Louis Tully or Vince Clortho. Dana Barrett and or Zool. There's the two possessed neighbors. I think they fit well side by side. Are you the keymaster? Are you the gatekeeper? But they do look good together, and you know, I'm glad that we didn't just get a Louis Tully or just a Dana Barrett. It would have to be, you want to get both the Keymaster and the Gatekeeper together. Not literally together, because that would bring the end of the world. As another comparison that we can make, there she is next to Peter Venkman. All the more reason to get these guys in casual clothes. I would pick them up if they released these guys in casual outfits as well. And you can have them walking around in Dana's room. Oh, that's the bedroom, but nothing ever happens in there. What a crime. I quite like these figures. Dana Barrett, articulation-wise, she's a little more limited, unfortunately, just because she's got the lower dress that kind of obstructs movement in her legs. The one leg can slightly move out, only because it's coming out through the cut of the lower dress where the split is. Other than that, the legs don't do very much, especially this one leg here. Like, she does have a hinge right at the top of the leg there. She's got a double hinge knee, although you can't really, again, you can't do too much with the leg itself just because of the way that the dress is. The dress is rubbery, yes, but you can't do too much with the leg, being that they're encapsulated inside the dress. She does have an upper torso ball joint. She has a movement in her head, a nice ball joint in her head. Hinged shoulders. She's got a single hinged elbow, which is a little stiff on this figure. A rotation and hinge also in the hands. Part of me also feels like this figure could have used a secondary head. I don't feel like these figures are in, you know, where they're incorporating secondary heads would be something they would entertain. But if you had given Dana here more an angrier look, there is no Dana, only Zool. That would have been cool too. But I'm, yeah, really happy with the figure. Really, really happy. It opens itself doorways, so to speak. It does open doorways to hopefully getting more Ghostbuster figures above and beyond what we're just getting right now. I mean, I'd be very inclined to get a casual Dana. Maybe not necessarily in her leotards, but a casual Dana that maybe, you know, when she first comes in and sees the Ghostbusters, and put a couple of the Ghostbusters in casual outfits too. I mean, I would really be on board for something like that, and I would pick them up. Today's Toy Spot, we're looking at the final figure from the Ghostbusters Wave 2 from Diamond Select. We're looking today at Dana Barrett, Zool. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching, as you always do. See you next time.